good evening, everyone's. Come on and jump in. This is another episode of When Light Talk. This your girl Crystal and my homie, my brother, my partner, my player now, Mr. Mac. We coming on tonight to talk about Mother's Day. Mother's Day is coming up this Sunday, so we wanted to, discuss it. Let's talk about it. Is Mother's Day based on gifts, or is Mother's Day based on just honoring mothers? So yeah, we gonna get into it. So I wanted to initially um give y'all a back history on Mother's Day. How did it come about? Where did it originate from? So the origin of Mother's Day, as we know, it took place in the early 1900s. A woman named Anna Jarvis started a campaign for official holiday honoring mothers in 1905. The year her own mother died, the first larger scale celebration of the holiday was in 1908 when Jarvis held a public memorial for her mother in her hometown of Grafton, if I'm saying that correctly, West West Virginia. Over the next few years, Jarvis pushed to have the holiday officially recognized, and it was celebrated increasingly in more and more states around the U.S. Finally, in 1914, President Woodrow Wilson signed a proclamation making Mother's Day an official holiday to take place the second Sunday of May. Anna Jarvis put Mother's Day on the calendar as a day dedicated to expressing love and gratitude to mothers, acknowledging the sacrifices women make for their children. That's why she was determined to keep mothers a singular possessive as marked before the S. I don't know what that is. Each family should celebrate its own mother so that individual women across the country could feel the love even in the midst of a broad celebration of motherhood. So that brings us to this topic. Is Mother's Day about giving gifts, or is it about honoring mothers? Correctly, if I'm saying that correct, Matt. So yeah, this topic was brought to the forefront. So we just want to, come in and talk about it with you all, discuss it. How y'all feel about Mother's Day? Mothers, what do you expect on Mother's Day? Let's get into it. Let's get into it. So what you think about Mother's Day, man? What you think? I mean, both of us, having, deceased mothers. I guess it's kind of a sore topic for us, but I guess in the same topic, me being a mother and you having the mother of your beautiful children, I guess it still leads us to celebrate in some kind of shape, form, or fashion.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. First off, hey, to all the beautiful mothers out there, the ones serving as moms, whether you birthed the child or not, salute to y'all. Um, hey, all my aunts, sisters, cousins, everybody. My sisters, I say sisters, I never said sisters twice. Everybody, my wonderful stepmom, everybody. Hey, um, all my family and friends. I think I encompass everybody with that. So if your mother, a double salute. Um, I think Mother's Day is a day where we celebrate mothers, but I think we should celebrate mothers year round. A lot of folks have specified it or targeted for that one day, and I think Mother's Day is deeper than just one day. Um, y'all do something dynamic. Y'all carry a child for 9 months. That is you bring human life into existence. Uh Man, so I think it's a beautiful thing being a mother. I think over the years we've seen it become kind of I don't want to say watered down, that may be a bad choice of words, but some folks celebrate it as a day where I should receive tons and tons of gifts. And nothing is wrong with that. But I think the principles of it is that's a day that we celebrate you as mothers So I've talked to a lot of people, like I say, a lot of folks I know, hey, don't get me nothing. I'm just happy that I was able to give life.
Mm.
I'm not centered around getting a gift or receiving praise um, from in a gift form. But I think a lot of us, that day we do honor those our mothers, our aunts, grandmas. I think we take that day and honor them for being, as most of us have seen, the matriarchs of most families.
Mm.
Um, so as we come in, y'all tap in, let us know how you feel. Like I say, I could talk all night about what Mother's Day mean, what moms mean.
Right.
Um, one thing unique about me and Crystal, I think we both lost our moms in '97. So that's a parallel. But it ain't stopped it. It ain't stopped me from celebrating. I try to make sure I get cards out. No matter where I've been in this world, I try to get cards out to those who I consider near and dear to my heart um, before the day. And you just have to keep pushing. Um, I think a lot of women, a lot of mothers uh, have went through a struggle of raising kids by themselves. And
Mm-hmm.
y'all definitely, it's a day that understand that the real men, we salute y'all. We appreciate y'all. If you have went down that journey, quote unquote, as a single parent. So take the day and relax and enjoy yourself and enjoy your children. Enjoy that you're able to be a mother. Someone can call you a mother. Someone can call you a mom. Someone can call you an aunt. Someone can call you a sister. Someone can call you a godmom, etc., etc., on and on. It's a day of celebration. Now, y'all know we just getting started. We're going to crank up a little later on because I still got some more. What, what we got down there?
Miss Lyric said, I feel like the gift is the children. I don't think I should be looking for a mandatory gift for being a mom, but rather appreciate it for what I do on a daily as a mom. But to think that should equate. I 100% agree, Miss Tiffany. Um, when I think of Mother's Day, like I tell my kids, like you say, just being a mother in itself and being able to nurture and care for them and give them the guidance and pour into them. I think that's a gift in itself. I always tell them, you just being successful, you being on the right track to being successful, me being able to pour into you, and you being able to have trust in me that whatever I can convey to you is it's giving you helping you you know cipher through life, go through life. So that's a blessing in itself. That's an honor. That's how you can honor me, not with a gift. Even though I love it, I appreciate what my kids do for me anytime they do. But the real gift is seeing them be successful. It's almost to say, man, I did a good job.
Hmm.
I feel good when I know they good. So I feel it. Miss Leary say to a physical gift is absurd. Yeah. It was cool and good when they was younger. They draw you little pictures, little cards from school. And you get home, oh, I'm going to hang it up. And it's crazy because I still have them all. I still have them all put up. But, man, it is a blessing. Miss Leary said there are women who would give their right arm for the blessing we were given. So we need to be thankful for being able to bring life. Yes, some women can't bring life.
Hmm.
They can't. They have to, other alternatives, adoption or having someone else carry for them. But I thank God for even having those options.
Absolutely, absolutely.
For having those options. I had wrote. I'm gonna just say this real quick. I guess I could probably did it toward the end, but I don't normally share my artistry. Well, I guess I say share my poetry. I have been writing poetry for over some quite a time. And one of my old coworkers, her husband wanted to give something back to his mom, and so he asked me to, write something short, sweet, and simple. So I just want to share it with you all. Just share it. It is Mother's Day, and this was for his mom, so I'm just gonna share it. I tend to read fast, so if I do, I'm gonna try to slow down on this one. But here it goes. Growing up, it's called Dear Mama. Dear Mama, growing up from a boy to a man, I now understand God's plan. You always gave it to me real and uncut while exposing me to the world of cutthroat. You loved me past the heartache and struggle, never folding or beholding a game that lived inside the four walls of the beholder. Dear Mama, you gave me a man that was fit for my life instead of exposing me to the man that gave me life. Like a butterfly leaving its cocoon, I now have groomed into the perfect father husband, leaving old wounds. So I praise and thank you for whom I've become, a king, a don, the chosen one. So that's just a short poem that I wrote. So sick. That I wrote for a gentleman, just to show appreciation to his mom. He did have a biological father, but his biological father wasn't in his life. But he had a man that stepped in and raised him. So he, in that sentence, he thanked his mom for giving him another man that came along who showed him love and appreciation. Thank you, sis. So yeah, so man, like I say, Mother's Day is it can be commercialized. We put infants on it sometimes where we go out and spend all this thousands of dollars, buying flowers and buying, I don't know, jewelry, whatever, whatever our mothers like, cars and all that good stuff. And I'm sure they appreciate it because I still do it for my grandmother to this day. Um, Now at this point at 97, I more so give her flowers. She love red roses, so I give her flowers more so because what they say, give them they flowers while they here, don't wait till they dead and gone. So I more so give her flowers, but like I said, honoring mothers is just for, like, going back to what Max said, it's just appreciating their dedication and hard work. Whether you a working mom, whether you a stay at home mom, you still should get that same appreciation because you still putting in that 100% work. And you may have a significant other on the side helping you, but that mother's love is so much different.
And then one thing from the male aspect, you know how the saying go, mama's boys, daddy's girls. Hey man, so when it come to y'all moms, man, yeah, I think understand that the men of y'all lives, your children, and especially you have a son, they're gonna be your protector. They're gonna be there for you through thick and thin. That bond. And you're right, Joy. It's unconditional. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's reciprocated. Like I said, you may not be thanked every day, or your child may not remind you every day, but I guarantee within that thought process, they are greatly appreciative of you.
Mm-hmm.
Times, I know a lot of single mothers, uh, family and friends, and they would tell you it's been a struggle raising children. But I think on days like Mother's Day, it's a day to reflect that, like I said in the opening segment, you brought a life into this world. You have, to Crystal point, you have nurtured that child to hopefully be successful. You have put in the labor. You have put in the sweat, the blood, sweat, and tears. And we just want to thank you. But fast forward, the reason this topic was brought up, a lot of folks, like Crystal said, have commercialized Mother's Day, commercialized it to where it's a demand. I better have, I better get this, I better get that. When I think that's when the balance of power start rocking a little bit, because hey, it's a day y'all supposed to be celebrating.
Mm-hmm.
And that's with love and that's with care, but it don't have to be monetary. It don't have to be, oh, go get me this new bag, go get me this new car, go get me this. Hey, it could be just your children, whoever, your significant other may just want to cook a meal for you. May
Yeah.
They just want to take you out and let you have your day, and give you honor and thanks for that day. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so, like I said, if y'all out there, tap in. Let us know how you feel about it,
Right.
because if you fast forward, and we're gonna do this in June, we fast forward to Father's Day. Father's Day is the least celebrated holiday in America.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too toward the end. That before we take our summer break,
Now,
we
y'all know you go in the stores right now. You got everything you want for mom: new jewelry, diamonds and pearls and purses and everything. Man, Father's Day they give us a doggone half a selection: a tie, some socks.
some tools.
Yeah, so we don't talk about that, but ladies, this is all about this show about y'all. Um,
Yeah.
and even if you out there, and I polled the question, I polled it to Crystal. Y'all know I talk a lot. When you first knew you was finna become a mother, what was that feeling? And
Ooh,
anybody out there listening in the metaverse with us on this show, tap in. Let us know when that doctor first told you you was carrying, you was with child, or if that doctor didn't tell you, and we keep it real on here.
he says socks.
When when that menstrual cycle, I'm gonna keep it professional. When that menstrual cycle didn't show up after you hadn't been up on that hill,
Mhm.
I know what hill I'm talking about.
You
So
see that?
how
Before?
how did you how did you feel? How did you feel? Talk to me.
Well, I started off. I answered that question. For me, I was young. So when you're young, when I was 17, 17, about 17, um, at that age, sometimes you don't pay attention to your cycles. You're so busy, into other things. I was into sports. I was into, life, growing up, being a typical teenager. So sometimes we don't realize that, oh, shoot, I didn't miss my cycle. I didn't miss my administration. You don't realize that until your grandma, like I grew up in the house with my grandma, she said, oh, you better go down to that doctor. I went 4 months pregnant.
Mm,
4 months pregnant. What did he say? Jack chasing Jill up there.
that's right. That's right. That's right. Them old folks say, yeah, y'all up on that hill. So
Right.
I mean, so as you just stated, you was athletic, playing sports, went to the doctor 4 months pregnant. So did you have and like I say, ladies, if you out there, tap in with us. This show is about y'all. Did you was it a paradigm shift for you, or was it a moment of like, we all have that old shit moment? Was it an old
It was an old shit moment. Like, oh, I gotta tell my grandma.
so when did I guess when did you uh notify the kid's father? Was it a hesitate? Was you hesitant, or did you just like, look, hey, it's time to shape up and ship out?
Oh no, I told him right away. Older guy. I dated an older guy at that time. So yeah, I told him right away. My grandma. Oh my god. Oh, my grandma. She gave me a run for my money, boy. But as the months, kind of went on, um, everybody began to embrace it. He stepped up. Thank God. I had him. I wouldn't trade him for the world. Excellent father. When I tell you that when he passed away from a rare blood cancer, lymphoma cancer. My whole family showed up for him, and my brother that's on here watching right now, and my brother Jay Jack can both, attest to this man. So I wouldn't trade him for the world. He was an excellent father for my child. But it was a phase of growing into a young mother, having to figure it out, find my way. But luckily, I had a village. I had a support system. Like in the beginning, I got that cussing out. It was a little rocky, but as time went on, I had my village. I had the support system. I was told, long as you do what you're supposed to do, finish school and stay on track, we
Mm,
got 100 grand. Miss
mm.
Joy said it was on what the hell moment because why? Exactly. I'm telling you, you be stuck. Miss Lyric said, Crystal told me all summer I didn't listen. Then I fell out in a dining facility. Then got sent to Bay Jones, and that nurse told me, and I smoothed past back out. Yes.
So we
Yeah.
gonna so Miss Joy, you say it was back in, I think Joy said it was a hell of a moment. So when you say it was a hell of a moment, hey, elaborate if you don't mind, and yeah, just talk with us.
Yes, I'm telling you, it's like, oh shoot, what I didn't get myself into.
Cause y'all know
Yeah,
you out there doing the whoop de doo and the hoop de hoo, and hey, and like I say, we keep it real back on this. All of us in the same age class. Hey man, I tell people all the time,
that's a lot to type. Yeah,
nobody was thinking about condoms. Like I say, we gonna keep it all the way 100. We was out there raw dogging, rip riding,
and,
enjoying that moment. Hey, and
but
hey,
you gotta think too, we wasn't necessarily talked to about the birds and the bees. We wasn't necessarily told. Yeah, my grandma like, yeah, you better go down the street to the clinic because attest to the elementary school. It had a little community clinic. You better go on up there and get you some condoms. She ain't ask, hey, you have sex, or maybe they know because they say your hips start spreading.
mm-hmm,
But like, okay, if you do this, this is the repercussions behind it.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, you could be exposed to this, you could be exposed to that. It wasn't none of that. So when it happened, it was like, oh shoot. And then my uncle said, oh, now you know what your pee hole used for.
Hey,
So, like, you don't know. Miss Joy said, but I had my life planned out. My village saw me going far, and I was excited about college. But when everyone found out, they was like, as long as you graduate, we got your back. So that's what I did. Yeah, short answer. Yeah.
that's what's up. So what we have is two examples, ladies, that these young ladies had kids at a young age. I think Crystal, you still was in high school, right?
Still in high school.
I enjoy it. Correct me if
Joy high
you
school.
still in high school. So and I tell folks all the time, I got family members that had kids in high school. I got homegirls that had kids like we can go back to ninth grade, or someone was like the eighth grade, but they didn't let it stop them. And I think that's the common mistake. A lot of folks do. They let that child stop them, but it's not a moment to stop. It's a moment to say, okay, understand the situation. And I'm coming from a male perspective. I'm not a female. Coming from a male perspective, that like y'all said, y'all had that village. They saw something in y'all to say, you know what, we gonna make an investment in you. And a lot of these shows we talk about, and we could be on these episodes. It's about making investments in others. So what I'm hearing is your family supported y'all in that moment. Yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
may have got chastised. Yeah, you may have, hey, we get that little stern talking to, but they still had your back.
Mm-hmm. A
So,
hundred. Still
so
had my back from my grandparents down to my aunts, uncles, sister, brother, cousins.
so
Her
for
dad.
anybody out there watching this show, if you're in that situation now and you're a young teen mother, you hearing from two ladies that's well in their 40s that it didn't stop them. So don't let that be a deterrent for you. Uh, you can become anything you want to be in life.
That you can raising, children, raising children in the military. We did that. We had to, not only be on the front line, go overseas, fight in the war, just basic everyday duties of a person in the military, and we had to be away from our children. My child at the time, because I had one, and then later came my second child, where we had to be away from them certain periods of time. They had to go back and stay with family or their fathers while we fought for our country. So that's a lot too. We miss birthdays, we miss holidays. So all that comes into play. We being a mother, so to be honored is, it means a lot because we make sacrifices, we make choices that we feel like that's gonna be best and beneficial for our children, our family. Joy said my mother stopped talking to me for about 3 months, but she came through months later. As yeah, exactly.
So Joe, mom was mad. Well, what I'm hearing, your mom was mad with
Mhm.
you. Okay, but in the end of that, y'all, you see, but after she got over that initial madness, she was right there for her daughter.
Yeah, I think they just need time to process it. And I think in that moment of processing it as parents back then, I could almost say that they start to question, themselves, like, where did I go wrong? Did I not, tell them? Did I not give them enough information? Yeah, we had, what was it in school? Sex ed in school.
Mm-hmm.
But people, you get in there, you joke, you be like, ugh, what's that? You take it as a joke. You never really pay attention. But you didn't get that sit down. Like I say, you didn't get that sit down to really break it down and tell you what it was. You know, the repercussions behind it. So,
Yeah, we was in there playing, making sure we didn't get that blueberry waffle.
Miss Joy said, "Man, mom's bribed me with everything, but after bribed me with everything, but after everything, she was there. Baby boy stole her heart. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yep. They take them from you. You don't have to do."
And see that, and that shows a mother's love is, like we said earlier, unconditional, because your mom was mad. Mom had that epiphany and said, you know what, my child is given life.
Hmm.
So let me take that energy and support my child and my grandchild is on the way. So
Yeah,
so like you say, the moms go, y'all, we all they go through that paradigm shift.
you do. And then when you're a young mom too, you really base it off of, you almost treat that child like a baby doll.
Hmm.
You bathing it, you changing it 2-3 times a day, feeding it just like it's your real life baby doll. And then after, with that, it comes along, it just clicks.
Hmm.
Okay, I know this baby needs, I know this baby, wants, I know when they hungry, I know when they wet. So it you after that, just the nurturing and nurturing phase just.
And, and,
Miss Lear say, after I told my mom, she told me to have an abortion. After I refused, she didn't speak to me again until I was about 6 months pregnant. Then she became involved and has been a dedicated GMA since. Yeah.
that's again that initial shock, that initial
That
oh.
shock, yeah. Because they feel like, oh my God, they got a baby. They gonna ruin their life. What
Hmm.
was they thinking? What
Hmm.
did I know? What did I not explain? What did I not tell them? And
Hmm.
then it's boom, let me stop. Because guess what? I once was there.
Hmm.
I once was where they standing.
Hmm.
And I don't want to do them like maybe my mama did me. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? So let me just pump my brakes. Okay, I didn't get over it. I didn't process it. Now let me go and jump into grandma mode.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And like I said, for anybody out there that's listening in this metaverse world that may see this show, what you're hearing is you're hearing some gems being passed along. Have a support system. Know your support system, and understand that it's going to be okay. And you could persevere and push through it. A child is not the end of the world. I think you've heard from three women already just describe their experiences and what they went through, and where they at today, with that support system. Was it a little rough? Yeah, it was rough, but they managed.
Mm-hmm. Miss Liv said she literally had me at the same age I had him. So, yep, it made sense. It made perfectly sense. So she knew what she went through. She knew her struggle she went through with you as a child, and maybe she felt like, I don't want her to go through that same thing. I don't want history to repeat itself. But when when her back was against the wall, she knew she ain't had no choice because you was finna bring this life in. She
Hmm.
had no choice but to honor your your decision and to be your support system and back you up, because she had to, then in that moment she had to trust that you was gonna be a great mom, that you was gonna take on the the bare essentials that she gave you to your child. And so, and that, I think at that point, you know they might be at ease.
Hmm. And one other thing, like before, as we approach this midway of the show tonight, young mothers, we all see them. Stop pushing your children off on other people. Own up and take the responsibility. You brought them children into this world. You brought that child into this world. Be that mother. Somebody's gonna support you, but be that mother to that child. And I'm gonna get off that soapbox because it's a positive energy show. But I just want to throw that out there.
Lord. But yeah, like I say, Mother's Day, it's all about honoring the mothers. I wish I could have honored and given a gift or two, or just not even that, just words, just spoke words. But I still had that opportunity with my grandmother. I still had that opportunity with my aunts to just say, "Hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate how you stepped in. It made a difference in my life. Stepped in and helped raise me. Stepped in and took me to basketball games. Took me to other adventures. Just stepped in and been a pillar in my space."
Well, Miss Lyric say, I am overly eternally grateful for the extended support system that I have throughout each and every one of my pregnancies and with raising my boys. My fiddles my fiddles grand family was the first family my oldest know. Absolutely, man. Hey, like I say, a common theme is that support system that you all had. Hey, like I say, it's a wonderful feeling. Joyce say honor and appreciate. Thank you for being the person you are to our family. Absolutely, absolutely. Ms. Lyric say he knows clue. He has no clue how truly blessed we both have been to have a lot of aunts and uncles. Absolutely. And understand, like I say, them aunts and uncles step right in there too. So, them aunties, them TTs as some folks call, them godmamas, they be right there when mom got a rip and run. Um, so yeah, man, just use this as a celebratory moment. Like I said, we on this half hour. We at this half hour of the show. Y'all out there, type your comments, man. Let us know what Mother's Day mean to you. Is it more of a celebration for you, or you one of them folks that think you supposed to get the world that day? Like I said, you want everything brand new that day.
Right. Exactly. Like you said, we coming up on this half hour. Y'all could have been doing anything else, but y'all sitting here rocking it out with us as we discuss Mother's Day, gifts versus honor.
Now, y'all fellas, I'm gonna get on y'all in a minute. Y'all know I'm coming. y'all know I'm coming. Cause you get out there, you get mad with your kids' mother, you get mad with this person. Hey, that woman buried your child. The least you can do is send a thank you note. And understand it ain't that much disdainment in the world. All you got to do is say Happy Mother's Day because that woman carried your seed. I'm going to use my pastor terminology. Carried your seed, had your seed. She made you a father. Now, do I need to reverse that content? Because you wouldn't have been a father if she didn't carry your seed. That's all I'm saying. So if y'all out there, y'all know I'm gonna give it to you real raw and uncut. It is what it is.
Yeah, Miss Lear said, blood or otherwise, on Mother's Day, I just also want to celebrate all the women who have stepped up and stepped in with mine. Yes, like we said earlier, it takes a village. It takes a village. Sometimes mothers need a break. I mean, raising kids is a lot. You got to run to the school. When they sick, you got to take off work. When they need, you got to feed them. You got to clothe them. You got to, speak life to them when they having a hard day. It's a lot. It's a lot. So sometimes you need that village to step in and say, you know what? I got you. Go get some rest. Or, go have a self-care day. I don't handle the kids. So, yeah, I 100% agree with that, Tiffany. Yeah, shout out to all the mothers, whether biological or you know by way of just stepping in adoption, by way of marriage.
Oh yeah,
Whatever.
because like you said, and that's one thing that it gets missed on it gets missed by a lot of people. Those women stepped in and they took on a challenge that they didn't have to do. And I think a lot of folks miss that because they didn't have to do it. Like she said, those bonus moms that you get, uh, uh, those adopted moms, they made a sacrifice to raise a child, to
Mhm.
help raise a child. So, salute to those.
Yeah, Miss Joy said, listen, I got 9. They aunts, uncles, grandparents need to come get them. Right. Tell them to give you a break, sis. Tell them you done did with them all school year. Miss Trishina said, as an adult child, I'm going to give my mom everything I can or that she asks for on Mother's Day, but every day. And every day and celebrate all the moms around me. Yes. Most definitely.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Thursday.
oh yeah.
And she's one of the aunts that I spoke of when I say it took a village that would come and and take you and do and treat you just like you was one of her own. So yeah, she most definitely deserve everything and more.
Well,
And sometimes all they want is just you being successful. They don't be sometimes they don't want everything. They just want you being successful. You being able to take care of yourself and stay out of their pocket.
I'm coming for my socks on Father's Day, so just add me to your list, Miss Trishina.
Miss Lyric said, can we just create a camp we can send them off to for Mother's Day weekend? Right. And you know what? It may be one out there. I mean,
I'm
it's out there. A
pretty
single a single mom club, like the movie. Somebody probably seen that movie and say, hey, let me go ahead and start this. So it may be some out there. We just probably haven't looked into it and know about it. But I know it is groups, support groups for mothers on Facebook.
and also if y'all out there and y'all one of the mothers that feel like you don't it's real, it's reality. You don't get enough recognition on Mother's Day. Hey, we gonna recognize you right here. So we salute you and we thank you. Because given circumstances, anything can happen. So don't look at it as a moment, to get to yourself and just isolate yourself. We here for you. Oh yeah, Mr.
Yeah, on Father's Day. Oh, Father's Day is just important. Wrote a book about LOL. Yes, she did. So if y'all
I
go
need a book.
page, Miss Trishina Connor, if y'all go to her page, y'all will get to see her book. She wrote a children's book that is based on her father, the late great Reverend Robert Connor. It's an awesome book for your kids to get. I got have one for my grandbabies. So yeah, if you have little ones out there, reach out. If you can't reach out to her, like I said, her page is Trishina Connor. If you can't reach out to her, you can reach out to me and I'll get in contact with her. But yeah, go ahead and tag your price or the name of the book, Trishina, all that good stuff. Yeah, I think it'll be an awesome, a great book, an awesome book. But yeah, Father's Day is just as important. And like I said, we gonna tackle that before we go out for our summer break
Oh yeah,
because fathers deserve that attention too.
but yeah, today this show is about y'all mothers. Big
Yeah,
mama.
yeah, mothers to come. All that because I think everyone as a woman as a whole needs to be honored because we all do something. You may not be a mother at this point, but I guarantee you, if you have nieces and nephews,
Hmm?
you have stepped up in some kind of way that was beneficial to them, whether it was changing diapers, or a phone call to say, hey, I support you, I love you, or here, what, I may not have much, but here you go towards some school clothes, or here goes some, change towards some shoes. So in that sense, you stepping in, you be in that village. So I take my hat off to those too who are stepping in that, position, stepping into that position. So yes, man, it's a good one. I'm enjoying that. Thank y'all for joining in and tapping in and giving y'all giving y'all add value to the
Oh,
conversation.
absolutely. And like we said, if y'all out there, hey man, let us know. Tap in with us. Let us know how does it feel, like I said on the second half of the show, I just asked the question, how does it feel when you first became a mother or found out you was gonna become a mother? And talk about some of the journeys you done been through as a mother. Hey man, like I say, mother near and dear to my heart. So I'm a mama's boy at heart. Always will be. So like I say, I didn't. After my mama passed, it was a village. It was a village. You know what I'm saying? Even in my adulthood, I can still call on folks when I need to call on them
Mm-hmm.
because physically my mom is not here. But I tell y'all all the time, spiritually, I still believe she's with me and my siblings.
Most definitely,
So,
she is.
so it's not a day that I don't go by it. Like I say, and just remember this. I said a lot, and I always talk about this. A lot of y'all hold grudges for simple things when it comes to your mothers. So as I'm looking into this screen and I'm talking to y'all, if your mother is still on this earth, reach out to her and repair that relationship. You only get one. Now, like we said, you're gonna have a million or plenty that will give you that affection and that will take you on and pass you on that journey that you need to be on. But it's only one woman birth canal you can come down. Don't let that go over your head. So if you're out there and you're watching this show, you're upset, you're mad, you've been holding on to a grudge for umpteen years, use this Mother's Day to make it right with your mama. I don't care what it is. You ain't got to put your business out there. We don't have to know about it. Have that intimate one-on-one conversation with your mother and let it lay right there.
Let it lay right there. Yes, I think all mothers, good, bad, or indifferent. We are human. We all make mistakes. We may not, know everything that they went through,
Mm-hmm.
experiences, past trauma, just life, hard lives itself. So sometimes when we know the backstory, then we can understand the why. And we just have to be able to, man,
Mm-hmm.
forgive at the end of the day. Miss Joy said my mom called me 5 times a day. Yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
And a good relationship.
That open line of communication. Like I say, and Joy, you shared a little bit, but like you say, it was some rough passes with mom, but mom still by your side.
Hmm.
So, and that was my message. That's my message to anybody out there that may have went through a rough patch with their mom. A simple conversation can fix a whole lot of stuff. Give that woman her flowers while she's still here. Like Chris just said, I don't care what the circumstances was. It may be things that you didn't even know that was out of your control. But my challenge to you on this Mother's Day of 2023, make it right. And
Yeah.
and I ain't saying it's got to be a long-winded conversations. All I'm saying is pick up the phone, say a few words, say your piece, let them say their piece. Don't let it be a shouting match. And before you hang the phone up, if it's via phone call, I love you. Keep pressing.
Miss Lyric said there has to be grace. Joy says that lady crazy, but y'all know I'll go to hell and back for that little lady. Gotta love them. We gotta love them. Gotta love them. Most
Yep.
definitely.
Yep. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
But
So
yeah.
on this show, y'all, like I say, y'all still out there tap in with us. Like I say, is the topic of the show? Is it the monetary the monetary, modernized way that we think about Mother's Day, or are you one of the ones that, just thankful that you're a mother? You don't really have to shower me with nothing. And I guess I could pose that question to the viewers, Chris, and pose to you too. Um, what do you expect on Mother's Day?
For me, I don't expect nothing. Like I said early on in the show, I just want them to be great, be successful, whatever they put they mind to to do it, whether sink, swim, or fail, put their mind to it. Because if you don't ever try, that's failing too. So I just want them to be the best version of themselves, and whatever I can give, knowledge wise, wisdom wise, that I have learned along the way, and pass it along to them, and they can take what they need and throw the rest away. Then I'm good. I just want to see them win in any part of life, relationships, um, job wise, whether it's you working for someone or you being an entrepreneur, whatever you decide, in raising their own kids, just be successful. Whatever you learn along the way from me or whomever, and it's beneficial, I'm satisfied. I'm good. I'm good. Miss Lyric say my mama and I have been through and go through, but that is my mama, and there were a lot of things I had to learn about as an adult from third party. She gave her best, and I had to accept that. And Delina said, love. Yes, it has to be love. I agree. I feel like once you know, like I said, once you know the backstory, once you know all the trials and tribulations they've been through, then you'll begin to love, you'll understand, and then you can love them where they at. Your expectations won't be so high of thinking, well, this what a mother's supposed to be like. You supposed to be. No, but once you get that backstory, once you know the trauma or the different experience or the heartache or whatever may came out of birthing you, you know, or from generational curses, then you know that, then you can be like, man, now I see why it was like this.
And then to your point, what you just said, absolutely. And understand, do they really owe a clear explanation? Because in that moment, they she probably had to do what she had to do.
I think it would. I think personally, I think a explanation will be needed only for clarity.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because as long as I don't know, how can I forgive or accept what I don't know?
Mm-hmm.
Because I have this empty hole. Because look, I don't know why my mama treated me like this. I don't know why my mama, abandoned me. I don't know that. So
Mm-hmm.
once that story, I can be like, you know what, I understand now. I forgive you. How can we move forward? Miss Strayhorn said, "Some people expect the gifts and others love appreciation. My kids give me both. I really don't care. I do them like they do me and bother them about what I'm getting." And Angelina said, "Yep, I got that. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's about, man. Just the gifts is just secondary.
Oh
Just
yes.
they're just seeing them graduate, go to college, or go to the military, or that aspect ain't for everybody. Just get a job and go out there and show some independency. Yeah, we could say, "Oh, you 18, you grown." Nah, you ain't grown at 18. But just to see them take them steps, to see them drive. Like I said, kids is a sponge. So whatever you do, they watching. So if the mother is out there grinding, the mother is still out there making sure the lights on, and the mother is still out there putting food on the table when it look like the cabinet's empty, then they gonna take on that same hustle. They're gonna take on that same hustle. Because you gotta remember, they're a product of you and they're a product of their father. Joy say that again. You're not grown at 18. Yes, you're not grown at 18.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Ah,
But see, that was a principle that we was taught.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But nowadays we know, like you say, we know times have changed and things are different. But yeah, so that's
Mm-hmm.
day 14. This is all about y'all, ladies. So enjoy y'all day. Love on yourselves. You know what I'm saying? And
Eat good.
eat good. And like I always say to those that's out there watching that say, "Oh, I definitely want the material thing." That's your preference. This is not a show where we knocking you.
Mm-mm.
We just ask the question because I mean, we see all kind of stuff.
Yep.
Like I say, you go in most stores now, everything is Mother's Day this and Mother's Day that.
Exactly.
So enjoy it.
Hello, Miss Copeland. How you doing this evening? Thanks for tuning in.
So Miss Copeland, since you just joined, I don't think we heard from you yet. We might have just got on. So what does Mother's Day mean to you? Is it more so the love from your kids, if you have kids, or is it the monetary side where you want to be showered in gifts and rose petals and what's the bag all the little rappers be getting their girlfriend? Birkin bags.
Birkin bags.
I ain't spending 1,500 on no bag.
Let me get a Birkin.
I ain't spending 1,500 on no bag. For
Now, I
every
re- I have a closet full of purses now, and you may see me carry the same one or two. So, I mean, we can't die with it. When we leave this world, guess what? That stuff is gonna be passed down to whomever want to come to your house and get it and grab it once you leave this world. So, but yes, it's good to have nice things. But I just think me honoring me on that day is just all about you being successful. I'm here to cheer you on at this point.
I
The only
might
thing I
I
can do
might
is when I get old, just don't put me in the home.
I'm gonna record and sing y'all a song on Mother's Day, man. We appreciate all y'all good mothers out there.
Man.
I'm gonna hit a hot hold it for you.
Miss Erica say the love for my kids is the simple things for him. Yes. I mean the simple I meant to say for me. It's the simple things for me. Yes, the simple things. If you want to give me some, I like stuff handmade. Cause you didn't put your own time and effort to it. You ain't go to the store and say, "Ooh, here you go. I know she gonna like it."
we gonna you know what you that's we gonna save that one for a topic because that's a hot button topic too.
Mm-hmm.
Women still like the thought versus like you just said, oh, just go in the store and pick out something. That's
Yeah.
a good one because we can go, boy, we can flip that one, go both ways with that
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's
one. Ooh, hoo, hoo.
that back pocket. That's a good one. Man, y'all could have been doing anything else, but y'all rocking it out with us here. Thawed Magazine, When Life Talk. Me and your boy Mac. We just love, enjoy coming on here having candid conversations
Oh
with
yeah.
y'all about different topics. So, yeah.
And don't be remiss. Y'all probably like Matt got a hat on his head. Y'all see it. Heat,
Yeah.
heat and fire, like I said. Uh, but yeah, man, Mother's Day. It's a for y'all that's just joining, man. Like we said earlier, man, I look at it. It's a day that, man, I honor every woman that's in my life. Uh, man, like I say, it's so many on both sides of my family. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, it's all my aunts. Like we say, me and Crystal, we have a unique. Both our mothers passed in '97, and like I say, we done had the support from aunties and grandmothers that carried us on this journey, stepmothers that carried us on this journey to get us where we at to this day. So, man, I salute everybody, salute all the women out there. Like I say, it's your day. Take yourself, enjoy it, kick your feet up, um, and just understand that as from a black male's perspective, we we love y'all mothers. We appreciate y'all mothers. We wouldn't be here without the love and support that y'all gave us. The duration that y'all had to carry the seed, uh, if it was half a term or if it was full term. Uh, so y'all doing something that a man can't do. We can't carry no kids.
No.
So from that first child to that last child you have, your body's gonna change. So man, we salute y'all. I'm speaking for all the males. You know, if y'all out there that don't feel appreciated, we love you. We thank you. We support you. Hey, I'm even saying, might even sing y'all a song that day. Tell y'all now.
I will make sure to share it all on social media platforms.
What it is, come June 18th. Y'all, I better get us some socks or something, a pair of drawers or something. No, I'm just y'all better not send me.
Thank you, Trishina. Thank you. Miss Trishina said, Happy Mother's Day to all the moms.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All the moms near and far, the United States, out the country.
Oh, and yeah, that great point. Those that are overseas serving this country that can't physically be home with their children on Mother's Day. Hey, we extend our love. We salute y'all, supporting and defending this great nation. You're talking to two vets that have done it, uh, that have been overseas on Mother's Day.
Oh,
Uh,
mother.
having
And,
the back in the day when we came along, it wasn't no FaceTime. I think it was just not coming up. It was coming,
mm-hmm.
but on that satellite phone trying to get that connection. Hey, hey,
Do
hey. So
you
man,
hear me?
we salute y'all, man. You know, keep doing what you're doing, man. Know your kids that's back in the States. Excuse me, they love you. Um, man, like I say, it's y'all day. It's y'all day. We salute y'all. We love y'all. Like I said, ain't enough love to go around.
Yes. I mean, it's not, enough gratitude to even pour into, mothers. 9 hours of labor, 12 hours of labor, 24 hours of labor, pushing, C sections, man, life death situations, bringing children into this world. So, man, we appreciate you. Like Tupac saying, dear mama, we
Oh,
appreciate.
that's my theme song on Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, take time that day to tell a mother, whether it's in your family, a friend, a foe, just a random person on social media that you see may have kids. Take time to just say, hey, happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. So we're coming up on that hour mark. I just want to say at the last Wednesday in May will be our last show for this season until we're gonna take a 2 month break for the summer where we can step aside and enjoy our families, enjoy our loved ones, our kids. Also um come with more topics, more content for you guys as well. But like I said, that last season we will talk about Father's Day because we won't be on here during that time for Father's Day. So we gonna give them the same energy as we just did for ourselves, us mothers. So we want to give them that same, that same energy as well. Miss Erica, mothers and grandmothers are the backbone of the family. Yes, the matriarchs.
Yep, yep, yep.
The glue that keeps everything together, the wisdom. I 100% agree, most definitely. They are. They the glue. So, it's an honor and a privilege to,
And,
to
and yep. And like I said earlier, man, if y'all still out there listening, and whenever y'all watch this episode, if you are a mother or just a young woman in general that feel you are doing it on your own, raising kids on your own, find you that woman figure in your life that you can trust, that you know that you can build a relationship with. That's a little bit older than you to get that wisdom and knowledge. There's still plenty of women out here that's willing to give you that real womanly wisdom and knowledge. Uh, we often miss that. Uh, we get reserved about it. Well, how's she gonna tell me? Hey, some of the same stuff like Crystal said, like Miss Erica just said, them grandmothers and big mamas and the mothers still work to this day.
mhm. Mhm.
Don't rewrite the book if you don't have to rewrite the chapters. The chapters already been written.
Yes, yes. Okay, when let me say Matt going a second. Oh, look, she trying to get you to come for her birthday. Look, I think you got a prior engagement.
We gonna have to talk about that. I think I gotta be somewhere. It's a graduation I have to be to, but if I can dip in and dip out and fly, hey, y'all might see me.
Miss Jasmine say happy early Mother's Day. Thank you, thank you. I'm pretty sure every mother on here appreciate. Yeah, yes, thank you. Well, it's coming up on that 8 hour mark. I mean that hour mark. Thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. Tune in with us next week as we bring you more, content, more conversations, more candid conversations for y'all to come on in and just talk with us. We value what you think. We value your opinions. We value your thoughts. So come on and keep rocking out with us. Again, this is When Life Talk. Until next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We out.
Happy Mother's Day.